stage with Archie and Burkai.
Burkai, yes.
There you go. I got it right the first try. It's a win. It's a win. I'd love to first off just introduce you guys and let you guys kind of talk a little bit about yourselves, about your company, and then we can get into some questions.
My name is Archie, Cade. We're a UK-based prop firm, UK-based team. We've been around since the late end of 2022, start of 2023. It's been an amazing day so far, meeting people and talking all things prop trading.
It's a pleasure to have you guys on the stage. Is there anything special, anything personal about you guys that you want to share? Maybe how you ended up in the space, was there a passion for trading? Like, what's that background look like?
Sure, so I was a prop trader to begin with. So I'm 24 currently, and I've begun...
24?
Thank you. So I started trading when I was 18, demoed trading to begin with, then I quickly got into prop because I actually didn't have the capital to trade. I put in £500 to a brokerage account to begin with, and quite quickly lost it. Then I started prop trading with some of the giants still today, and it quickly snowballed into the fact that I was working with a community. We were all actively trading, and some of the big players in the space actually went down, as I'm sure we're all aware. Some of the firms didn't survive, and I personally lost $200,000-300,000 in capital at the time. That was quite important for me because I was at university. Today here we are. I decided to launch the firm and build a community, a team around it, and yeah, we've just been snowballing in terms of size every single month. It's been good to be on both sides, so I understand what the trader wants in terms of being a prop trader. You want reliability, trust, payouts, speed, and yeah, now I'm on the other side of the industry.
Love to hear that. I think it's so important for people, especially in today's day and age, to connect with us as humans first. So I appreciate that story. What does operational excellence mean for your prop firm, and where do most firms fall short behind the scenes? Archie, I think I'll to you.
Yeah, we were discussing this earlier. Operational excellence. I mean, it starts from the beginning of a trader's experience with you as a firm. A trader shouldn't feel any clunkiness or any issues with the firm. It should be smooth. It should be effortless. You shouldn't, it should be seamless. And I think it starts from the customer support. The customer support is huge. The experience when entering into an account. I mean, even like testing a free trial. It should be smooth. It should be seamless. And I think it stems from all functions of, even if you've got issues like hitting forget password on the homepage on your dashboard. Everything's just working. It's smooth. A lot of the firms fall behind because they forget that as a trader you need all these things to be perfect. And yeah, I think it stems from team. Team and systems. It's actually very difficult running a prop firm day to day, which is what we were discussing as well. There's hundreds of moving parts, and so having them all lined in, all the systems, all the functions, all the cogs, making sure that the firm is running smoothly on a day-to-day operation is difficult. But that's what operational excellence is about, is making sure that everything works seamlessly.
That was beautiful, appreciate that. How do you use technology to manage risk at scale?
We're at a size now where we've got around about 20,000 traders on the platform. So we're not as big as Equity Edge, but we're getting there. And like the systems, it's all about automation. Technology, personally for us, for me, it's been very important that everything has been built in-house. We personally haven't used any third parties for nearly anything. We've built everything from the ground up, which is where we spent all of 2023 building basically our infrastructure and our backbone, as we were saying. For me, it's very much been about automating everything, checking the rules, consistency, toxic trading, some people group trading, hedging, copy trading, these things. So just making sure that everything's seamless. And technology has been, it's the backbone of any firm, right? It's lovely to do these events like it is today, but we're very much an industry that's online, technology driven. Something that I've prioritized for us is building a mobile app. So we're building a mobile app for TTT markets on the App Store, on the Google Play Store, that people can download, and everything is there. And obviously everything backbone-wise, we've got running 24/7. Everything's seamless, everything's and done. So yes.
Awesome, appreciate it. Ricky, what about you, brother?
So for me, technology is very important, and I think it is important for everyone. There are new firms coming in with better technology. But it's like, is that technology going to hold up as you grow? Because infrastructure is very important.
Well, they might also not be used to the technology, used to like how to manage it, because like, you know, Equity Edge, TTT, we've been around for a while, so we've had the experience, we've got the teams, we've got the leadership, we've got the systems. I think if you start today, it's quite tough to start a prop firm. You know, you just chuck straight in the deep end, you're expected to have everything from the get-go, so it's difficult to build trust if you're a new prop.
Long hours.
Long hours, exactly.
Two hard-working gentlemen right here. Is there a tension between protecting the firm's risk exposure and giving traders the conditions they need to perform? As a trader, myself, I would love to know the answer to this question.
If rules are put on a website and then changed, and things are changed, traders obviously are going to hate that. There is a tension inherently if the firm doesn't honor their end of the deal. But I think my gut instinct was that there shouldn't be tension either, because if a firm is running sustainably and ethically, they will set up the challenges to begin with in a sustainable practice. And then there should be therefore no tension, because the trader knows what they're getting in for and the firm honors what the trader is getting in for. I mean, like we've got free trials as well, which we've recently launched. So then traders can just test the conditions. They can test everything there is to do with the firm. So there's never any doubt about the spreads, the commissions, the swaps, any of the fees that we have and put on the trader, the execution, making sure everything's as good as it can be. So I don't think there should be tension, but as you said, there inherently is, but I don't think there should be. And some firms start off with too looser rules, too easier challenges, too cheaper prices, too heavier discounts. And then all of a sudden they backtrack and go, oh, well, you know, this isn't working. And I think if a firm starts their challenges and keeps with their challenges and honors the traders, then everything's good.
How much of a trader's success or failure is determined by the firm's infrastructure versus the trader's own skill?
It all stems from the fact that if the infrastructure, as we said in the last few questions, is good, then it should always be on the trader's skill. That's the point of prop, is that they're evaluations to test someone's skill. And if the trader is forfeiting themselves and their profitability because of a firm's poor infrastructure, then that's on the firm, and you shouldn't be at that firm. That's the firm's obligation. So I think at the end of the day, there shouldn't be, as we said, there shouldn't be tension. And I think if the firm runs things properly and they have smooth infrastructure, then the trader's success, the prop challenge as a whole should only be on the trader's success.
Firms can definitely have rules in place that are rules that don't come out of nowhere. And they're able to achieve that success long term if they work hard enough and give them time.
Well, we see that in the broker industry as well, don't we? So it's like, the prop is obviously we're here today all focused on prop, but it's the same with the broker industry. There's, not everyone's profitable.
For sure. What does it feel like being here at the PropFirmExpo?
It's actually mine and Archie's first time attending an expo.
Yeah.
We've never exhibited before.
It's been we've only just started the day, but it's busy. It's busy and it's been good fun. I mean, personally for me, everything's online. This whole community, this whole space is all online. So it's really nice to see people face to face and to be speaking all things prop trading. Like a lot of people, it's amazing how many people there are that are in this space, passionate about this space. When I speak to sometimes friends and family, they have no idea about this space. So it's nice to speak to people that are in this space.
What's one operational or technological change that your firm made that had the biggest positive impact on a trader outcome?
The human touch is massive, and we were noticing that email support is standard within the industry, or tickets or a ticket system. We've changed it now to have a lot of our support go through WhatsApp. So we have WhatsApp support, and we've got people on there full-time, messaging traders all day, all night. And people have found that fascinating because, rather than writing professional emails, they can just text, I've got this issue, or I want this, or can you, check this for me? Can you answer this question? It's there. The other thing as well is we've also implemented calling clients. We've put it that clients have, account managers, they have human points of contact. Again, all UK team. So everyone's assigned as soon as they purchase and join with us. They have someone to speak to. The other thing that we've done as well is we've launched subscription-based accounts. It's something that we have added on. Like, we pride ourselves on being one of the most flexible firms. So people have got 7 different programs that they can choose from: cheap, more expensive, more premium. But subscription is something that we've also added more recently. We added it about 6 months ago. And it's a much cheaper entry, but it means that people, every single time the subscription runs through, they get a new account. And so we found that the success on that program is one of the best, because typically within this space, people come to a firm once, they buy an account, and then they leave. You know, they fail, and that's the end of their journey, or they move on to the next shiny, firm. Whereas the subscription-based program has meant that people on their fourth or fifth account then get their payout. And so they stick within the system, they become better traders themselves. So that's something that we've introduced, and it's worked positively for the community.
We were sitting here again in 5 years' time. What do you think will have changed the most in this industry? Don't think too long.
Everyone will fall asleep. In 5 years' time, I think a lot will have changed. Prop is still relatively new in the grand scheme of things. Me personally, I think that firms will have changed how they approach their pricing, their discounts, the flashiness of prop trading, I think will have changed a little bit. I think it might become a bit more professional. I think we've already seen that within the last few years. Firms are getting their MT5 licenses. Everything's becoming, rather than working with another broker, it's changed in that sense. Sticking with your community, as we've both said, having that human interaction. I think there might be even more in-person locations for people to go and speak to their prop firm. Go to speak to someone within an office or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. It's something that we maybe like to do with TTT. And yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see where it is in 5 years. A lot's happened in the last 2 years, so I look forward to it.
Everybody, our time is over here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Let's give a round of applause to Archie and Cade here.
Thank you, everyone.
And I promise you 5 years from now we'll be sitting here and these two gentlemen will be pioneering it all. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Smashed.
Mate, we smashed it. Sorry, I've got sweaty hands now. Mate, that was brilliant.
You guys crushed it for your
Yeah,
first
we did.
one, bro.
Hey, you're a sick